It's time to explore everything you need to know about how Gen Zs are cashing in on the TikTok Creator Rewards program and how you can do the same. Plus, I'll walk you through how to create viral-worthy videos using AI and cover all the essentials from scripting to editing, SEO, and beyond. So here's the big headline. Teens are out here making what a lawyer makes in a year, but they're pulling it off in a single month using TikTok's Creator Rewards program. This was previously called the TikTok Creativity Program Beta, but the name doesn't matter as much as what's going on behind the scenes. You've got youngsters posting short, simple videos that take 15 minutes to create, and they're banking big time. And guess what? It couldn't have been done without the help of AI. I stumbled upon this whole phenomenon while scrolling through TikTok late at night. Just as I was about to log off, I saw this simple motivational video. At first glance, it didn't seem like anything out of the ordinary, just a clip of the sea with an AI voiceover. But when I saw it had 2 million likes, I knew I had to dig deeper. I checked out the account, and guess what? Every video this person posted was going viral. Their top video has almost 30 million views. Since TikTok's RPM, or revenue per 1,000 views, is set at $1, this video alone made around $30,000. Yeah, all from a single video. Let's just say I was impressed, and I'm sure you are too. Now, the first roadblock you might encounter is that TikTok Creator Rewards isn't available in every country. Right now, it's mainly offered in places like the US and the UK. But don't worry, because Mr. Only has found a workaround. You don't have to be stuck outside the cash flow just because you're not in one of the eligible regions. There's a website I've stumbled upon that sells TikTok accounts registered in countries like the UK. These accounts are already enrolled in the TikTok Creator Rewards program, meaning you can start making money with your very first post. Normally, you'd need to build an account up to 10,000 followers before you qualify. But with these pre-qualified accounts, you skip the line and start earning immediately. Check the description of the video for the details. But before you rush off to buy an account, remember, TikTok is smart. You'll need to follow the instructions carefully to avoid raising any red flags about your location. But once you're set up, you're good to go. Okay, now that we've handled the technical stuff, let's get to the heart of any great video, the script. This is where a lot of creators go wrong. They think they can just wing it or type something generic into ChatGPT and be done with it. Don't get me wrong, ChatGPT is amazing for a lot of things, but when it comes to scripting a viral TikTok video, it's not always the best tool. You need a script that sounds conversational and natural, not like it was written by some overly formal AI. If you want to connect with your audience, you have to speak their language, meaning you gotta keep it casual, relatable, and straight to the point. That's where trusty DupDub comes in. It's an AI tool specifically designed for writing scripts that sound more human. And I've mentioned this tool earlier in my other videos. It's just that helpful. You can type in a prompt like, "Give me motivational quotes for a TikTok about self-improvement," and DupDub will generate a script that feels like you're having a real conversation. You can adjust it, add your own flair, and make it as personal as you like. Now here's a pro tip. Always provide an example of the type of content you want to emulate. If you give DupDub something to model after, your script will come out much more tailored to your needs. You can tweak it further once you've reached the results you want. Next, let's talk about voiceovers. Once you've got your script ready, you need a voice to bring it to life. The key here is realism, because people can tell when a voice sounds too robotic, and that's a huge turnoff. Thankfully, there are tons of text-to-speech software options available, but as always, I personally recommend using ElevenLabs. What's great about ElevenLabs is that it's free and has some of the most realistic voices out there. You can choose from a variety of voices, but if you're going for a motivational vibe, I'd suggest going with a deeper male voice. It has that authority feel that really works for this niche. Sorry ladies, once you've chosen your voice, paste your script into the software and let it generate the voiceover. Don't be discouraged if it sounds a bit stiff at first. You can always tweak the delivery by regenerating the lines or adjusting the pacing until it sounds more natural. And here's my secret trick. Once you've got the voiceover ready, use editing software like CapCut to remove any pauses or awkward breaths. This will definitely smooth out the audio and make the voiceover sound more polished. Just overlap the sentences a little bit and it'll sound like a real person talking, without the weird AI pauses. Now for the visuals. TikTok can be pretty strict about copyright, so be aware of what kind of background or clips you plan to use. So to avoid having your videos demonetized or taken down, it's better to create your own original content. That's where this crazy AI video generator called Kling AI comes into play. Kling allows you to create your own anime-style video clips using just a text prompt. This is a game changer because not only does it help you avoid copyright issues, but it also adds a unique twist to the typical motivational video niche. Before we get into the next steps on how to turn your content into cash, take a moment to hit that subscribe button if you're finding this helpful. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. Mr. Only's got your back. So here's how it works. Take the first few sentences of your script and describe them in as much detail as possible. Start with the subject, like who or what is in the scene, and follow up with the setting and any other details. Then generate the clip. Kling AI gives you the option to change the aspect ratio, but I recommend keeping it in the standard 9:16 format because TikTok videos are vertical. If you're not happy with the result, you can regenerate the video with the same prompt or make slight adjustments to the description and try again. Keep playing around with it until you've got enough footage to cover the length of your voiceover. Once you've got your voiceover and visuals ready, it's time to edit everything together. I'll be using CapCut as usual, but if you have a favorite editing software, feel free to use that instead. Start by importing your voiceover into the timeline. Use the razor tool to cut out any unnecessary pauses or gaps and slightly overlap the audio clips so the pacing feels natural. Next, import your clips and drag them onto the timeline to match the voiceover. If you want to give your video a cinematic vibe, adjust the color settings to make the footage black and white. Drop the saturation to -50 and the brightness to -20 for a darker, more serious tone. You can even add a retro effect with some light noise to tie everything together. Now, one more crucial step, captions. Did you know that 40% of TikTok users watch videos with the sound off? Not me though. But without captions, you risk losing a huge chunk of your audience. Fortunately, CapCut has an auto captions feature that will save you a ton of time. Just make sure to proofread the captions and fix any mistakes. Finally, let's add some sound effects. You can find free sound effects online and go crazy with them. Adding effects at key moments can give your video a more dynamic feel and help it stand out. Now that your video is ready, it's time to post.
TikTok fam, are you ready to level up your life? Today, I'm sharing some powerful motivational quotes that will inspire your self-improvement journey. Let's get started. Quote number 1, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Steve Jobs. Find your passion and dive into it. When you love what you do, everything else falls into place. Quote number 2, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." C.S. Lewis. Remember, it's never too late to chase your dreams. Age is just a number. Your potential is limitless. Quote number 3, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Winston Churchill. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Stay resilient and keep pushing forward. Quote number 4, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." Ralph Waldo Emerson. Your inner strength is your greatest asset. Trust yourself and unleash your potential. And finally, quote number 5, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Eleanor Roosevelt. Dream big, work hard, and never stop believing in yourself. Your future is bright. So, which quote resonated with you the most? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more self-improvement tips. Let's crush those goals together.
But let me warn you up front, your first few videos might not blow up. In fact, they probably won't. But don't get discouraged. Even Mr. Beast says your first 100 videos are likely to flop. The key is consistency and improvement. Every time you post, tweak something. Maybe it's the pacing, the visual style, or the music choice. Keep refining your process and eventually, you'll land a viral hit. To give yourself the best shot, focus on TikTok SEO. Yes, SEO, meaning search engine optimization, is just as important on TikTok as it is on YouTube. Head over to the TikTok Creative Center, look up trending hashtags in your niche, and incorporate them into your video. You can add the keywords as a tiny, almost invisible text box in the corner of the video. This links your video to popular search terms and increases your chances of getting discovered. Keep posting, stay consistent, and before you know it, you could be pulling in 6 figures a month just like the Gen Zs on TikTok. What's your favorite motivational quote? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'll leave you some other videos about other niches on screen to check out. Dream big, hustle harder, and keep creating awesome content.